Home Improvement. 1991-1999 was one of the most beloved sitcoms of the 90s, bringing endless laughter and unforgettable family moments to millions of viewers worldwide. More than 3 decades later, the cast has gone through remarkable changes. Some continue to shine in Hollywood, others have stepped away from the spotlight, and a few beloved stars have sadly passed away. Join us as we take a look back at the Home Improvement cast then and now, to see how their lives and careers have evolved over the years. Taran Noah Smith portrayed Mark Taylor in Home Improvement 1991 when he was just 7 years old. Mark, the youngest son of Tim and Jill, began as a sweet, quiet child who looked up to his brothers. As the series progressed, he grew into a thoughtful yet misunderstood teenager going through a dramatic goth phase that emphasized feelings of isolation and individuality. His transformation brought a darker edge to the show, reflecting real-life struggles of adolescence and the desire to carve out an identity apart from family expectations. Despite occasional clashes, Mark's storylines added depth to the Taylor household and resonated with young viewers who related to the challenges of growing up. In real life, Taran Noah Smith's path diverged from Hollywood fame. After Home Improvement, he stepped away from acting and became known for legal disputes over his trust fund and his controversial marriage at 17 to a woman significantly older, which ended in divorce. Later, he devoted himself to sustainable living projects and avoided the entertainment spotlight, preferring a private lifestyle. Though no longer acting, his role as Mark remains a nostalgic reminder of the 1990s family sitcom era. As of 2025, he is 41 years old. Patricia Richardson portrayed Jill Taylor in Home Improvement 1991 when she was 40 years old. Jill, the patient yet strong-willed wife of Tim, was the emotional anchor of the Taylor family. Unlike Tim's reckless antics, Jill embodied logic, empathy, and resilience, balancing her husband's over-the-top personality with grounded wisdom. She was not only a caring mother to Brad, Randy, and Mark, but also a woman with ambitions of her own, eventually pursuing a career in psychology. Her sharp wit and occasional fiery temper created some of the show's funniest and most heartfelt moments, as she often challenged Tim's outdated ideas about gender roles and family responsibilities. The chemistry between Patricia Richardson and Tim Allen was central to the show's success, capturing the ups and downs of marriage with humor and authenticity. Outside of Home Improvement, Richardson received multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations for her performance, and continued acting in TV and film, including roles in Strong Medicine and The West Wing. In her personal life, she has 4 children from her marriage to actor Ray Baker. Respected for portraying one of television's most relatable mothers, she remains an admired figure in American television. As of 2025, she is 74 years old. Tim Allen portrayed Tim the Toolman Taylor in Home Improvement 1991 when he was 38 years old. Tim Taylor was the loud, enthusiastic, and often overconfident host of the fictional show Tool Time, where his obsession with more power usually led to slapstick accidents and comedic chaos. He was a devoted husband to Jill and father to 3 boys, though his antics often caused friction at home. His relationship with Jill displayed both the humorous miscommunications of marriage and the genuine love that grounded the family. Key moments included his misadventures with tools, his efforts to bond with his children, and his frequent fence side talks with neighbor Wilson, who offered wisdom that helped Tim grow as a father and man. Though never free of clumsiness, Tim evolved into a warmer, more responsible family figure by the series' end. Outside of the show, Tim Allen became a major Hollywood star, headlining the Santa Claus trilogy and voicing Buzz Lightyear in Pixar's Toy Story, cementing his legacy in both live action and animation. He won a Golden Globe for his performance on Home Improvement and continued his career with stand-up comedy and the sitcom Last Man Standing. In his personal life, Allen married actress Jane Hyde-Duke in 2006 after divorcing Laura Diebel, with whom he shares a daughter. Still active in Hollywood, he balances family life and professional success. As of 2025, he is 72 years old. Zachary Ty Bryan portrayed Brad Taylor in Home Improvement 1991 when he was only 10 years old. Brad, the eldest son of Tim and Jill, was known for his athleticism, confidence, and occasional rebellious streak. A classic older brother, he often teased Randy and Mark, yet beneath his bravado he showed loyalty and love for his family. Brad's storylines explored themes of peer pressure dating and the struggles of balancing sports with academics. He grew from a mischievous boy into a more responsible young man by the series' end, highlighting the natural progression from childhood to adulthood. His passion for soccer and his charm often put him in the spotlight, making him relatable to many viewers. Off-screen Zachary Ty Bryan pursued acting after Home Improvement, appearing in shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and films including The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, 2006. However, his adult life was marked by legal troubles and controversies which at times overshadowed his early career success. Despite stepping away from mainstream acting, he remains remembered as Brad Taylor, the fun-loving yet sometimes trouble-prone eldest son. As of 2025, he is 43 years old. Earl Hindman portrayed Wilson Wilson Jr. in Home Improvement 1991 when he was 49 years old. Wilson the Taylor's eccentric yet wise neighbor became one of the show's most beloved figures. Famous for appearing only partially visible over the backyard fence, Wilson provided sage advice to Tim, often citing literature, philosophy, and global cultures in ways that humorously yet profoundly addressed family dilemmas. His role was to be Tim's sounding board, giving the protagonist clarity in moments of chaos. Wilson's presence symbolized the idea that wisdom is always nearby, even if unseen. He remained a steady, comforting figure throughout the series, embodying warmth, guidance, and the gentle humor that defined Home Improvement. Off-screen Earl Hindman was a respected actor long before Wilson, with credits in Ryan's Hope, and films like The Taking of Pelham 123, 1974. He shared a strong marriage with actress Molly McGreevy, with whom he remained until his death. Tragically, Hindman passed away on December 29, 2003, at the age of 61 due to lung cancer. His loss was mourned by fans and castmates alike, as his character had left an indelible mark on television. Had he lived, he would have been 83 years old in 2025. Jonathan Taylor Thomas portrayed Randy Taylor in Home Improvement 1991 when he was 10 years old. Randy, the middle son of the Taylor family, was quick-witted, clever, and often the most sarcastic of the three boys. Known for his sharp humor, Randy frequently challenged his father's ideas, creating some of the show's funniest exchanges. Unlike Brad, who was more into sports, Randy was academically gifted and socially conscious, often portrayed as the thinker of the family. His storylines explored issues of adolescence, individuality, and eventually independence, with Randy leaving home to study abroad in Costa Rica during the later seasons. This departure reflected Jonathan Taylor Thomas's own decision to step away from the spotlight. Off-screen, Thomas became one of the most popular teen idols of the 1990s, starring in films like Man of the House 1995 and Tom and Huck 1995, and famously voicing young Simba in Disney's The Lion King 1994, though he later stepped back from acting to focus on education. Earning degrees from Harvard and Columbia, his legacy as a 90s heartthrob endures. He has remained private about his personal life, rarely appearing publicly. As of 2025, he is 44 years old. William O'Leary portrayed Marty Taylor in Home Improvement 1994 when he was 37 years old. Marty, Tim's younger brother, was introduced as a kind-hearted but often struggling family man. Unlike Tim, Marty lacked confidence and financial stability, which frequently led him to rely on Tim for support. His storylines dealt with the challenges of marriage, raising twin daughters, and coping with insecurity in comparison to his more successful brother. Despite his flaws, Marty's character brought depth and relatability, showing that life's difficulties can be faced with perseverance and family support. He offered a softer counterpoint to Tim's boisterous personality, and their sibling bond reflected both rivalry and affection. Outside of Home Improvement, William O'Leary built a diverse career with roles in films like Hot Shots 1991 and appearances in series such as Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. His steady work as a character actor has kept him present in both television and film for decades. Though not a household name, his portrayal of Marty gave viewers a heartfelt connection to the extended Taylor family. He has maintained a private personal life largely outside of the public eye. As of 2025, he is 68 years old. Richard Karn portrayed Al Borland in Home Improvement 1991 when he was 35 years old. Al, Tim Taylor's loyal co-host on Tool Time, was known for his flannel shirts, calm demeanor, and encyclopedic knowledge of tools. Unlike Tim, Al was cautious, reliable, and skilled, often cleaning up the mess after Tim's disastrous experiments with more power. His catchphrase, "I don't think so," Tim became iconic, encapsulating his role as the voice of reason against Tim's recklessness. Fans adored Al not only for his handyman expertise, but also for his gentle personality, which sometimes left him unlucky in love, yet deeply respected by colleagues and friends. Beyond the comedic foil, Al represented stability, humility, and professionalism, making him one of the most beloved supporting characters on the show. In real life, Richard Karn expanded his career by hosting Family Feud from 2002 to 2006 and appearing in numerous TV movies. He has remained active in entertainment while also engaging in voice work and commercials. Married to actress Tootie Roche, he has maintained a steady personal life away from major Hollywood scandals. Still remembered fondly as the lovable Al Karn continues to be a cherished presence for fans of classic sitcoms. As of 2025, he is 69 years old. Blake Clark portrayed Harry in Home Improvement 1994 when he was 48 years old. Harry, the owner of Harry's Hardware, was a recurring character who provided a neighborhood hub for Tim, Al, and other characters. The hardware store was often the backdrop for lighthearted banter, problem-solving, and comedic misunderstandings. Harry himself was portrayed as gruff but friendly, a man of few words whose interactions added authenticity to the show's community atmosphere. He became part of the wider ensemble that expanded Home Improvement beyond the Taylor household, giving fans a sense of small-town camaraderie. In real life, Blake Clark is a versatile actor and stand-up comedian with a long list of credits. He is particularly recognized for his work in Adam Sandler films, such as The Waterboy 1998, 50, First Dates 2004, and Grown Ups 2010. He also voiced Slinky Dog in the Toy Story franchise after the passing of Jim Varney, keeping the beloved character alive for new generations. Known for his warm voice and down-to-earth humor, Clark remains active in both comedy and film. As of 2025, he is 79 years old. Debbie Dunning portrayed Heidi Keppert in Home Improvement 1992 when she was 26 years old. Heidi was the Tool Time girl following Pamela Anderson's character, Lisa, in the role. She introduced each segment of Tool Time with her signature line, "Does everybody know what time it is?" to which the audience replied. Tool Time, more than just eye-catching stage presence. Heidi developed into a recurring character who often interacted warmly with Tim, Al, and the show's guests. She balanced beauty with approachability, becoming a fan favorite for her cheerful personality and quick humor. Heidi's character reflected the evolving role of women on television, moving beyond a simple model figure to someone integrated into the comedic energy of the show. In real life, Debbie Dunning enjoyed recognition during her years on Home Improvement, and later appeared in shows like Wicked Wicked Games and various TV movies. She was married to volleyball player Steve Timmons from 1997 to 2018, with whom she has 3 children. Although she stepped back from Hollywood for a quieter life, she remains beloved for her role as Heidi. As of 2025, she is 59 years old. Mickey Jones portrayed Pete Bilker in Home Improvement 1991 when he was 50 years old. Pete was one of Tim's construction worker friends, often appearing on Tool Time or around the Taylor household. Big-hearted and rough around the edges, Pete embodied the working-class camaraderie that the show celebrated. His catchphrase, "That's right." Tim became a humorous staple, and his character represented the loyal blue-collar friend who always had Tim's back. Pete's presence added depth and comic relief to the ensemble, showing the strong bonds of friendship among men who loved tools, humor, and life's simple pleasures. Outside of the sitcom, Mickey Jones was a talented drummer before becoming a character actor, playing with stars like Bob Dylan and Kenny Rogers. His acting career spanned numerous TV shows and films, including Sling Blade 1996 and Tin Cup 1996, and he became recognizable for his burly appearance and distinctive voice. In his personal life, he was married to Phyllis Jean Starr, and together they had children. Sadly, Jones passed away on February 7, 2018 at the age of 76 due to complications from a long illness. His legacy endures through his music, memorable acting roles, and his beloved part as Pete. Had he lived, he would have been 84 years old in 2025. Pamela Anderson portrayed Lisa in Home Improvement 1991 when she was 24 years old. Lisa was the original Tool Time girl, introducing Tim and Al's segments with her charm and charisma. While her role was limited in terms of dialogue, Lisa became a recognizable part of the show's early seasons, adding glamour and youthful energy to Tool Time. Her character symbolized the show's comedic exaggeration of TV hosts and their assistants, but she also developed a friendly rapport with Tim and Al, ensuring that she was more than just eye candy. Pamela Anderson's time on Home Improvement boosted her career, leading directly to her breakout role on Baywatch 1992, where she became an international icon as C.J. Parker. She later starred in Barbed Wire 1996 and made countless appearances in film, television, and modeling. Beyond acting, Anderson became a prominent activist for animal rights and environmental causes, working closely with PETA. Her personal life, often in the spotlight, included high-profile marriages, most famously to musician Tommy Lee, with whom she has 2 sons. Despite controversies, she reinvented herself over time, even starring on Broadway and publishing memoirs. As of 2025, she is 58 years old. Charles Robinson portrayed Bud Harper in Home Improvement 1995 when he was 50 years old. Bud was Tim Taylor's boss at Binford Tools, a sharp and business-minded executive who balanced Tim's antics with managerial pragmatism. Unlike Tim's more easygoing friends, Bud was often exasperated by Tim's reckless tendencies, particularly when it risked the reputation of Tool Time, or Binford's brand. Nevertheless, his interactions with Tim highlighted the tension between creativity and corporate responsibility, providing many comedic and dramatic moments. Charles Robinson, however, was already well known before joining the show, most notably for his role as court clerk Mac Robinson on the long-running sitcom Night Court 1984-1992. His charismatic presence and impeccable comic timing made him a beloved figure in television. He also appeared in Hot Shots, Part 2, 1993. The guest book and stage productions showcasing his range as an actor. Off-screen, Robinson was married multiple times and had several children, balancing a busy family life with his acting career. Sadly, he passed away on July 11, 2021, at the age of 75 due to complications from cardiac arrest and cancer. Had he lived, he would have been 80 years old in 2025. Courtney Peldon portrayed Lauren in Home Improvement 1996 when she was 15 years old. Lauren was introduced as Randy Taylor's girlfriend, marking one of the more heartfelt storylines of the later seasons. She was intelligent, kind, and understanding, often grounding Randy's sarcasm with warmth and patience. Their teenage romance gave the show emotional depth, highlighting the challenges and joys of young love. Lauren's presence showed Randy growing into maturity, facing real-life dilemmas beyond sibling rivalry and school pressures. While her character did not remain until the end of the series, she played a pivotal role in Randy's journey toward independence and responsibility. Off-screen, Courtney Peldon was already a rising young actress, appearing in films like Little Giants 1994 and guest roles on popular shows such as That 70s Show and Boston Public. She also pursued theater and voice acting, displaying versatility across genres. Peldon later balanced acting with personal ventures, including fashion and voice work. Though she never became a Hollywood superstar, her career remained steady, and she is fondly remembered by fans of 1990s television. As of 2025, she is 44 years old. Casey Sander portrayed Rock Lanigan in Home Improvement 1991 when he was 35 years old. Rock was one of Tim Taylor's close friends from his construction crew, often appearing alongside Pete and Benny. He represented the archetypal tough guy, rugged, straightforward, and occasionally blunt, but always loyal to his buddies. Rock's interactions with Tim frequently revolved around camaraderie, lighthearted banter, and the joy of hands-on work. His character gave Home Improvement an added layer of authenticity, showing the importance of friendships built through shared labor and trust. While not one of the central characters, Rock contributed to the ensemble chemistry that made the show's community feel real. Outside of Home Improvement, Casey Sander built a steady career as a character actor, appearing in Grace Under Fire, Malcolm in the Middle, The Big Bang Theory, and Mom. His versatility allowed him to portray both comedic and dramatic roles across television and film. Known for his commanding presence and gravelly voice, he remains a recognizable face to sitcom fans. Beyond acting, he has been admired for his consistency and professionalism in Hollywood. As of 2025, he is 69 years old. Tammy Lauren portrayed Patty in Home Improvement 1997 when she was 29 years old. Patty appeared in a guest role representing the kind of vibrant female characters who crossed paths with Tim and Jill in various social or professional settings. Though not a mainstay of the series, Patty brought comedic spark and relatability to her episode appearances, contributing to the show's broad tapestry of characters. Tammy Lauren's brief time on Home Improvement was just one part of a long and diverse career. She was well known for her starring role in the horror film Wishmaster 1997 and had recurring television roles in The Young and the Restless Homefront and Murder, She Wrote. Lauren became a respected TV actress, often cast in strong, dynamic roles that showcased her range. In her personal life, she has largely stayed out of tabloid attention, focusing instead on her work and family. With a career spanning from child acting to adult roles, she remains a recognizable face in American television. As of 2025, she is 56 years old. Betsy Randall portrayed Karen Kelly in Home Improvement 1992 when she was 42 years old. Karen was Jill Taylor's outspoken, confident best friend, often portrayed as witty, sarcastic, and unafraid to challenge Tim. As a feminist voice within the series, Karen frequently clashed with Tim's macho personality, leading to humorous debates about gender roles, relationships, and family life. Her character added depth to Jill's world, showing her life outside of motherhood and marriage. The friendship between Jill and Karen represented the importance of supportive female relationships within the framework of a male-dominated sitcom. Betsy Randall later became widely recognized for her role as Amy Matthews, the mother in Boy Meets World 1993-2000+, which solidified her reputation as a quintessential 1990s TV mom. She reprised the role in Girl Meets World 2014-2017, further endearing herself to a new generation of fans. Outside of her career, Randall has kept a low personal profile, focusing largely on her family and private life, away from Hollywood headlines. Her contributions to two beloved sitcoms of the 1990s earned her a lasting place in television history. As of 2025, she is 75 years old. Polly Holliday portrayed Lillian Patterson in Home Improvement 1993 when she was 72 years old. Lillian Jill Taylor's mother was a spirited character who often visited the Taylor household, creating both tension and laughter with her well-meaning but occasionally overbearing personality. She brought out new sides of Jill's character, highlighting the generational push and pull between mother and daughter, while also endearing herself to audiences with her warmth and charm. Holliday's performance was rooted in her rich television legacy. She first rose to fame in the late 1970s as Florence Flo Castleberry in Alice, a role that made her a household name thanks to her sassy catchphrase, "Kiss my grits." That role earned her 2 Golden Globes and 4 Emmy nominations, cementing her place in TV history. She later reprised Flo in her own spin-off series and continued acting in both films and television, with memorable roles in Gremlins 1984 Moonlighting and The Parent Trap 1998. Off-screen, Holliday was known as a private but dedicated professional, respected by her peers for her commitment to her craft. She never married, instead devoting much of her life to acting and stage work. Despite stepping back from Hollywood in her later years, her earlier successes ensured her a lasting fan base. Polly Holliday passed away on April 30, 2007 at the age of 85, remembered fondly as one of television's brightest comedic talents. Patrick Cronin portrayed Sparky in Home Improvement 1996 when he was 55 years old. Sparky the electrician became a recurring supporting character, known for his dry wit and occasional exasperation at Tim's never-ending mishaps with tools and home projects. He added authenticity and humor to the recurring crew of tradesmen around Tim, often providing comedic counterbalance to Tim's reckless enthusiasm. Sparky's appearances, though brief, gave the series another layer of realism representing the many working professionals Tim frequently roped into his chaotic plans. Off-screen, Patrick Cronin was already a seasoned television actor with decades of experience. He appeared in numerous guest roles across iconic series such as Seinfeld, Cheers, and The Wonder Years, building a reputation as a reliable character actor. Married to actress Beatrice Colin until her passing in 1999, Cronin later remarried and continued his steady career. Known for his friendly, unassuming presence, Cronin has remained active in theater and television. His longevity in the industry highlights his adaptability and enduring talent. As of 2025, he is 84 years old. Dick O'Neill portrayed Art Leonard in Home Improvement 1994 when he was 65 years old. Art Leonard was part of Tim Taylor's circle of poker buddies, representing the group of loyal friends who provided comic relief and companionship throughout the series. With his gruff demeanor and sharp comedic delivery, Art brought both laughs and a sense of authenticity to the male camaraderie that Home Improvement depicted so well. While not a central character, his presence helped to round out the show's universe, giving Tim an outlet beyond his family and work. Outside of the series, Dick O'Neill built a remarkable career as a veteran character actor. With hundreds of credits across television, film, and stage, O'Neill was known for his portrayals of authority figures, often cast as police officers, judges, or fathers. His film credits include The Jerk 1979, The Freshman 1990, and Prissy's Honor 1985. While television audiences saw him in countless guest roles on series like Cagney and Lacey Barney Miller and The Golden Girls. He brought a working-class authenticity to his characters that resonated strongly with audiences. In real life, O'Neill was a dedicated performer who worked steadily for decades, respected in the acting community for his reliability and craft. His work on Home Improvement was just one chapter in a long and varied career. As of 2025, if alive, he would be 96 years old, a testament to the longevity of his generation of performers. Bonnie Bartlett portrayed Lucille Taylor in Home Improvement 1995 when she was 67 years old. Lucille was Tim Taylor's mother, bringing a mixture of warmth, humor, and old-fashioned wisdom to the Taylor household. She was portrayed as supportive yet strong-willed, often offering sage advice when Tim found himself in trouble with Jill, or tangled in one of his ill-fated Tool Time projects. Though she appeared only in select episodes, Lucille helped flesh out Tim's backstory and added depth to the family dynamic, grounding the show with moments of tenderness and generational perspective. Beyond her time on Home Improvement, Bonnie Bartlett was already an accomplished actress, best known for her Emmy Award-winning work as Ellen Craig on St. Elsewhere, where she acted opposite her real-life husband, William Daniels. She also appeared in Boy Meets World as Lila Bolander, continuing to work steadily in both drama and comedy. Bartlett and Daniels were one of Hollywood's most enduring couples, having married in 1951 and staying together for decades in an industry known for short-lived unions. Her contributions to television left a lasting impression, combining strength and empathy in every performance. Sadly, Bonnie Bartlett's career and life were cut short when she passed away on November 17, 1998, at the age of 70, leaving behind a legacy defined by both her talent and her resilience. Tom Poston portrayed Ned in Home Improvement 1995 when he was 58 years old. Ned was one of the colorful side characters in the Taylor family's orbit, played with Poston's trademark deadpan humor and impeccable timing. Though his role was relatively small compared to the main cast, Poston's comedic instincts made every appearance memorable, adding quirky charm to the show's already vibrant ensemble. Poston's career, however, was far larger than this role might suggest. He was a staple of American television for decades, beginning in the 1950s and continuing well into the 2000s. He became widely recognized for his work on Newhart, where he played George Utley, earning an Emmy nomination. He also appeared on Mork and Mindy, That 70s Show, and made numerous guest appearances on talk shows and game shows like Match Game, where his wit and humor shined. Poston had a long career as a versatile character actor, beloved for his ability to bring levity to any scene. Off-screen, he experienced enduring love, marrying actress Suzanne Pleshette late in life, and the two remained together until her death in 2008. Known for his gentle personality and affable nature, Poston remained active in the industry well into his senior years. Sadly, Tom Poston passed away on September 9, 2025, at the age of 88, closing a remarkable career that spanned over half a century, and leaving behind a legacy as one of television's most beloved comedic talents. Who was your favorite character from Home Improvement? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.